and gentlemen, South on in Edward and Jimmy Jr. How's everybody going today? I'm going to go ahead and roll my intro. So like I said, if you like what I'm doing, please go to there. I put all my stuff there, including my new ship that I'm right now playing with, and just everything else that just got posted earlier this morning. Just everything else. So please go to that link and support me if you like what I'm doing. Alright, so let me... There. So basically, like I said, I am grinding away, just everything else. Now I do have the Klingon version, because Aaron was asking me if I've got the Thunder Attack or did I just get the one. Yes, I got the Thunder Attack, so I've got this one, and I've got the Klingon one to my Klingon character. As you can see, I'm in the Badlands, because I finally get up doing the Allied Zone. It was just not leveling up, and if you saw yesterday, I literally blew a fuse yesterday, because I actually thought you can get specialization, including loot and dilithium in the Ally Zone. No. I was only basically getting loot. My dilithium was not really getting much. My specialization points, I was not getting much. You should mention that one comment. Which comment? Oh, you mean that the one guy was asking? Yes. One of the people that was following me asked the question. Let me slide this over for a second. Come on, stop thinking about it, go. Yeah, I definitely need an upgrade. Get a dashboard. View all comments, yes. Alright, finally. There. Sorry about that. So yeah, as Aaron's pointing out in the chat there, Chris, great video. I believe that this shit is your friend referring to with the Chimera battle cruiser. I am also surprised that they didn't pair a T6 version of the ship with the Ambassador and then release the Dorchow as a standalone, similar to what they did with the T6 assault cruiser. And then of course you seen my comment 3 hours ago, and Aaron, I posted to Aaron when he finally got up this morning and told him that to do as a comment on the one video. And as you can see, I said that, yeah, you're right, blah, blah. But then Aaron said, that's right, I looked it up after my confusion, with the stuff between the one in the Dorchester ship, according to FTO, the way the Ambassador was set up, was a step between the Excelsior and the Galaxy. But I agreed the Chimera should have gotten a T6. So like I said, that's what I was trying to say. On the Twitch stream, you know, they were talking about how the shit that I'm flying is supposed to be a step between the one and the other. Same thing with the Klingon one. Now later on, once I get the trait here, and I gotta show it in action, yes, on the Klingon side, they pretty much did the same thing with the Klingon, just everything else, where they wanted to put a ship in between the two of the ships, so that way you can see the digression from, you know, like the the D1 to the D2, D3, all the way up through all the Klingon ships. That's everything else. But I totally agree with Chris and Aaron here that, you know, once again, you have to understand, Critic always does Star Trek first, always looks at, or the Federation first, looks at the Federation, because that's where the money is, the Critic. That's where they make their money. Whereas the Klingon and the Romulans, it's like an afterthought. Nicely thought. It's an afterthought, unfortunately. Alright, well anyway, like I said, I'm grinding away. You see I'm up to tier 4. I actually thought working in the ally zone, I would get the specialization point, the loot point, and the dilithium. Not really. In the ally zone, I was getting a crazy amount of loots, but the specialization, I was not really getting anything. In the dilithium, I was not getting anything. So after literally, and I actually exploded last night, you know, saying, you know, I put this video 7 hours ago, and I'm not getting nothing. So Dave was like, well, you're in the ally zone, you idiot, that's why. You know, you're not going to get much there at the ally zone. You need to come to the Badlands, your favorite spot. So I jumped, and no, like I said, no joke, I had about an hour before I had to go to my girlfriend's channel and girlfriend's show. And in 1 hour, now literally from 7 hours, I was like halfway to 2. In 1 hour exactly, no joke, I jumped from halfway to 3, 4 in 1 hour's time. So, like I said, this is going to be the grind. Now, the thing here is kind of interesting. For each though that damage you gain 1 stack of history that will remember, which will stack it to 30 times, which grants the following until you leave the map. A +1 all damage, a +1 all hull regen, increases maximum hull die at 1%, a +10% threat generation only while threatening stance is active. So, one, you need this literally 24/7, so it builds up. Now, Dino actually think that I used the Dino Overload because I do have the one duty officer that when I do Dino Overload, I get a chance to punch through your shield and hit your hull and do, you know, that much more damage to you. So I do have that one chance. So Dino is suggesting that I switch this to start with 3 instead of Dino Overload 3. One of my other friends noticed that I was using my plasma build. Yes, he suggested to jump my my gamma build, you know, which is the Polaron build, just and everything else and all. As you can see, I've got the whole set there. I've got this here. I've got this here. I've got that there. So he suggested to go ahead. Now, the ship comes with this console. That's what it comes with. Then to get which temporal ship, I grabbed that and yanked it off there because it's a temporal ability. And I grabbed this, I have to get which ship that one comes from, but it's also a temporal ability. Then of course my RCS, because hey, I need it. Then the rest of the Polaron set, and this is kind of like my Polaron fly-dye wire type thing and everything else. Since I am throwing gravity wells, and I've actually switched from Tractodine to the this guy right here, just everything else, because I do have the duty officer that when I do that, plus a trait that will enhance that. Then I've got that whole set. The only card I'm using to that one is the console and the Dino Ray. I'm not using the other one because it conflicts with this. If I try to put the 360 Dean, it pops up saying I can't use it because of that. And then of course the torpedo thingy, because I'm using that as my torpedo instead. And then of course the whole set. I will kind of admit that yeah, I'm doing a lot more stat damage to the Terran ships here, just everything else. But I like my class, I said. I like cooking, you damn it. Alright. And I've got someone sitting above me. Oh, hi! I've got one of my followers who's probably watching my stream, so hi up there. Yeah. Yeah. The old Senator Blondone. Ah. How are you today? Ah. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look. We've got this part of the net that needs help and the other two. And then, like I said, after I kind of get this done, I've got the Klingon version, which I'll be taking a look at with everything else. But if you go to my Patreon and want that, because I actually had someone saying that he had trouble finding and wanted to know what it looked like. So give me a minute. There you are right there, great you. Oh, hi Josh, good morning. Yeah. Crap, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, now I can see. La 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 la. Hey Jack, how you doing? Captain Jack says hi. Yeah, I'll take care of that later. Give me a minute. I've got somebody from my naughty channel reaching out to me, asking me about the update to the other game, which I'll look at later. Right there. Alright, so like I said, if you're trying to find me, that is my Patreon page. So you kind of see, yes, I post all my work. This morning, I just got done posting the ship build, just everything else. That I post all my work, just everything else. Now, I do have an adult channel, because somebody was saying that they kept seeing the other one. Hold on, let me sleep, and I want to make sure it's still, yeah. So, yes, when this pops up, that's my adult channel. If you want to follow my adult stuff, because I do have a couple of my characters, I am so tired I can't sleep. Aww. As I was saying, yeah, I'm talking to Josh, he's talking to me on Discord. So like I said, through my, as I always like to call it, my clean stuff. This is my clean channel. But if you're seeing the other one, yeah, this is my adult channel, just everything else. You want this one, so if you're trying to find my Star Trek stuff, this is what the page looks like. If you're into my adult stuff, yeah, I'm leaving that blocked on purpose, even though you can't see it. In fact, I'll take a chance, because you can't see it. It's down further. And you see that's my page. So like I said, if you're trying to find me, this is my adult page. This is my STO page. And again, like I said, someone needs to comment about how they can see. So I don't know how they're able to get in there. So I don't know. Take some. What are you doing right now? Straining. Why did you jump in so I can talk to you? Okay, get in on it. I noticed yesterday the sound was kind of low.
The near universe bases are activating. We have 10 minutes to drive back as many as possible.
La 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 la. Alright, so let's go grinding. So good all three. Charge. Guess I'll go to the Klingons. Cause I wasn't watching the map. Looks like we got a few at the Klingon days. There's somebody at the Terran one. I don't see anybody at the Epic Nor. What it is, you kind of notice there's a little, if you kind of zoom in, you'll see someone. And then down here, you'll see a few right there. But you don't see really anybody around it. That's how you know where to look and where to go. Of course! I'm a professional. I don't need my map. See? 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 Everybody's at the Klingon side. Alright, so we are going back.
Warning. Ship Destroy the plasma control station and deactivate its auxiliary satellite. Metaphasic shields have dropped. Focus fire on the plasma control station.
Core shields failing. Rear shields failing. Right shields failing.
La 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 la.
Left shields failing.
Alright, how's that sounding, Aaron? At the time, like one of my followers said that they couldn't hear the game sound. They could hear me real good. They can hear you real good, but they couldn't hear the game sound. How did that sound to you? You know, I just had a thought. What?
Core shields failing.
Rear
shields failing. Left shield failing.
The station's metaphasic shields have dropped. Focus fire on the plasma control station.
Zap. And there's that energy thing right there that I'm talking about. It's basically draining life force from it and giving it to me. So getting your life force, getting your life force, ain't hungry, getting your life force. Next time we do an old school TDD stream, we do the ambassadors attending the Klingons from the wrong one. Okay, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea, Aaron.
Core shields failing. Right shield failing. Rear shields failing. Left shields failing.
All those mines all over the place. Like I said, I still like my plasma setup because it's all practically the only part that's not like ethical level. It's the one turn on the back end, and it's the only one that's not ethical level yet. Well, everything else is ethical level.
Rear shields failing.
Well, maybe I'll go shoot the Klingon days. Nah, nah. It practically did.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
See? I told you it did. And I'm gonna go to ignore. Go down the third minute. Go, damn it. Ignore the time shift. Wait, I'm a time officer. I can deal with them. I'll send them back in time. I ain't gonna steal your time. I ain't gonna steal all your time. Feed me.
Target shield has failed.
The
Left
game
shield
sounds like it
failing.
was yesterday with super low. Yeah, it's there, huh? I need just oh, because it's over here. Yeah, it's like right on the edge of the green and the yellow. I don't want to take it into the red. Alright, we'll wait a couple of minutes there. Alright, I said I was going to have to go. Let's go. Yeah, because one of my followers was listening and saying that you and I sounded really good. You was kind of low a little bit, but I could still hear you. The game sound
All
wise.
3 bases have been forced
Okay,
back.
okay,
Excellent
cool.
work.
He said game wise, the game sounds. He couldn't hear it at all.
Sensors reading a large force of Terran ships inbound.
So hopefully
They must be
it's okay
making a
now.
final push.
Alright, Adel annoying. Where you at,
All
Adel
ships
annoying?
assemble to present a united front against the Terran
There it is,
forces.
right there, up there. So turn right here. Where is it? Oh, I just lost it. Now on this right here, it's actually pretty good when they go up there. All the damage that these little lines can do. See, there it is right there.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Alright, ignore.
Target's shields have failed.
Go. Full
I
throttle,
am
full
taking
throttle.
charge
I'm
of this
you.
operation.
Mine. Activate the unit.
You fools! My technology from the future is more than the fire of the Badlands is mine to command.
Rear shields failing.
Alright, not bad, they're not working. I literally had to click that thing like 5 times. Game lag. Yeah, I can just sit here and blast everybody. I should be on the edge of the map.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Yeah, I'm on the edge of the map. Just right where I want to be. So if they go up there, I take them out. They go up there.
Left shields failing.
Am I done yet? No, I'm not. Come on.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Yeah, because that's what I said. One of my pilots projected to switch to my gamma/polo setup.
4 shields failing.
Seems to be doing better.
Target's shields have failed.
Back up.
Target's shields have failed.
Shoot up everything in the way. Whee! But like I said, overall, not a bad ship. Especially if you're using the gamma/polo setup. Now, of course, I'm flying around and dropping mines all over the place. But it's not a bad ship. By the way, Aaron, just to let you know, I picked up a fleet module this morning. So once I get the ship done, I'll actually get the fleet version of this ship. That might make this my default ship. You start flying with this style set off.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Oh, hi, honey. Yeah, no problem. And my girlfriend just gave me an IM on the Google thingy.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
And just to let everybody know in my fleet, I'm out of the doghouse. Put my little comment I said the other day on her screen. But she has stored it. She has stored it. But I'm out of the doghouse today.
Target's shields have failed. Rear shields failing.
We're coming up on 13 seconds. And we completed the whole thing. No, not yet. Come on, are you serious? No.
The
Terran forces have been pushed back.
Alright. So we get 226, 222. Specialization.
The near universe invaders will take a little time to regroup before they come back.
The darn thing yet? No. But overall, none of that shit. Like I said, none of my dollars yesterday needed to my classness setup couldn't really do much. So yeah, I like to cook. I like to, use platinum. Because platinum really don't have to worry about shield. You just got to work in the hall and basically burn the hall down and, burn it down basically. That's what platinum's good for. But then a friend of mine was saying, well, you're tolerance set. Why don't you just go to your tolerance set? Because even there, now the only thing that bugged me with my tolerance, when I was running with my plasma set, and stop. Now if I go to this one right here, and as you can see with my tolerance set, I'm only doing 75,000. With my plasma set, I'm like 101 with my plasma, so I'm actually a bit thicker and heavier, just everything else and all. Though with the tolerance set, yeah. You go down here, I'm still not as fast as everything else. Just everything else and all. The thought power wise, I guess I'm a little better. The only dog me is that I'm just not as thick with this setup. I move faster, but I'm not as thick. And that's the only gripe. That is my only gripe. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that with everything else. Go back to grinding here. Go get me something to eat with everything else. Cause I've not really had breakfast yet. I just basically had coffee and a sandwich basically, and then start grabbing these streams from yesterday and get them to my Patreon page, and then from Patreon to Facebook, Twitter, and all of those links that I share. So I've not really had breakfast yet. So I'm gonna jump off here, go get me a decent breakfast. Yes, Aaron, like I said, as soon as I get this thing done grinding, I will be going to the Klingon and grind it on the Klingon one and take a look at the Klingon side. But right now, hello. Yeah, hold on. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Josh was sending these thingy to look at.
A new wave of near universe ships is coming through. We need to keep their operation shut down.
So as I was saying, so I'm gonna jump to my Polaron set versus my that's everything else and all, but got the way I got my plasma set to no, I like using plasma, but that's that. I'm gonna jump off here, go get me some breakfast, that's everything else, continue grinding, and like I said, as soon as I get this shit done, I do have the Klingon version. I will be jumping on the Klingon side and taking a look at it and reviewing it, that's everything else. So if you want to follow me and support me, please, go to my Patreon if you want to follow me and support me, because I put all my work, send all my work, from here to my Patreon, and then my Patreon to everywhere else. So thank you. Otherwise, I'm Jenny Jr., leader and owner of the SAS fleet. If you like to know what I'm doing, if you want to join, if you want to learn about the game, definitely look me up, and I will see you all shortly. So bye now. Alright, so like I said, ladies and gentlemen, please go to those links, support me, love me, show me how much you enjoy me. Otherwise, you Federation players, live long prosper, you Romulan players, Joe on true, you Klingon players, Katlaw, and you new General players, stick through your life. And I'll see you all later. Bye.